Over a span of 150 years, established in 1875, Queen Margaret's University has remained a thriving institution. Our institution has consistently played a pivotal role in elevating lives and has been an influential force in reshaping education. As we embark on a compelling journey through time, join us in commemorating a century and a half of excellence in education, groundbreaking research, and innovative strides that have left a lasting mark on the world of academia. In 1875, the Edinburgh School of Cookery was founded. This modest beginning of a simple advert hidden inside the Scotsman would ignite a legacy of the thriving Queen Margaret University we know today. Meet Christian Guthrie Wright and Louisa Stevenson, our founders. In setting up the School of Cookery, they were backed by various interest groups, but particularly local medical practitioners and church leaders. They were also largely responsible for leading the campaign for the admission of females into the University of Edinburgh. Louisa and Christian's invincible spirit and vision left an enduring mark on education and the women's movement. In the late 19th century, when women's access to education was limited, these two women emerged as a powerful force for change. Their unwavering belief in women's right to knowledge laid the cornerstone for what would eventually become Queen Margaret University. The Edinburgh School of Cookery played a key role in tackling malnourishment through education and research, influencing change in government policy. On November 9th, 1875, history was made, with our first lecture at the Royal Museum of Scotland. In 1891, the school relocated to Athol Crescent in Edinburgh, and over the subsequent 50 years, it steadily expanded its facilities along the Crescent. Helen Mackenzie, who worked at her institution for many years, collaborated closely with her husband, Sir William Leslie Mackenzie, on a highly influential investigation which identified the main causes of malnourishment as poor housing, lack of knowledge of nutrition, health, and hygiene. The Mackenzies' contributions positively influenced the health and development of children in the community. The importance of physical education and cookery skills began to be reflected in the state school's curriculum in the early 1900s. During the First and Second World War, students from the school played a pivotal role by addressing nutritional needs, drawing up guidance for households on how to make the most of chronically scarce food supplies. Their expertise was instrumental in creating nourishing meals for troops and civilians, contributing significantly to the war effort. Beyond the kitchen, these students showcased resilience and adaptability during the challenging wartime conditions. In 1944, the school faced its defining moment. Answering the call from the Secretary of State, final year students descended upon wartime London. This initiative became a key effort to restore hundreds of bomb-damaged homes, and this was a testament to its pivotal role in shaping not only just meals, but the very fabric of wartime recovery. Throughout the 1940s and 50s, the college developed and thrived. In a strategic move during the summer of 1961, part of the Clermiston estate in West Edinburgh was acquired, laying the foundation of a visionary new campus completed in 1970. The motto, Head, Heart and Hand, adopted by our institution in the 1950s, encapsulates enduring values from the past to the present. In 1972, the institution underwent a significant transformation, adopting the name Queen Margaret College. The name was carefully chosen to honour Queen Margaret, the 11th century queen celebrated for embodying values central to the institution's mission, serving the community and enhancing the quality of life. In the years that followed, the college developed an array of degrees, with a notable emphasis on fields like nursing, physiotherapy, and occupational therapy. The college also welcomed diverse schools offering courses including drama, speech therapy, business, and radiography, enriching its academic tapestry. In 2007, shortly after receiving full university status, the institution relocated to an award-winning purpose-built campus. The Musselburgh campus, a beacon of sustainable development, stands as a testament to the institution's commitment to excellence and innovation. With our alumni advocating for social justice, conducting impactful research that shapes policy and practice, and fostering a global community, creating a better tomorrow wherever they are. As we commemorate 150 years of our pioneering institution, we look forward to the next 150, aspiring to uphold a legacy of great change. Happy 150th anniversary, Queen Margaret University.
We are celebrating our 150th anniversary. 150 years of teaching, research and innovation addressing society's challenges. 150 years of making a positive impact in Scotland, the rest of the UK and across the world. 150 years of widening access to education and supporting our students to fulfill their potential. 150 years of promoting social justice. 150 years of producing tens of thousands of talented graduates working for a better tomorrow. 150 years of expansion and acting as a force for good. QMU 150.
I have the pleasure of welcoming you on behalf of Queen Margaret University to today's ceremony for the conferment of degrees and other awards. This is a very significant occasion for us, a very significant occasion because it's our 150th anniversary, and you'll hear more about that later. In the meantime, what I would like to do is present to you our Chancellor, Patrick Grant.
Good morning. Good morning, graduates. Congratulations. Not bad, huh? Good morning, mums and dads and family members. Thank you for coming along for this beautiful day. Lovely weather. Who'd have thought? I'm not going to keep you long. I'm just going to give you a few words because you are about to do something extraordinary. You are about to complete maybe all of the education. For some of you, maybe you'll go and do some more. But you are about to embark on quite a significant change to your life. You are no longer students. You are now out there doing it for real. And I want to wish you all the very best. I want to encourage you all to do several things. Firstly, I want to encourage you all to work incredibly hard. You probably feel like you've worked very hard, but I can assure you that it hasn't stopped. And you're just about to begin. But what you do have, for many of you, you have the great advantage that the work you are about to do is going to make an enormous difference to other people's lives. And it will make a difference to your own life. But many, many of you here will be doing things that can directly change other people's lives for the better. So please remember that even on the tough days, working very hard is something you can all control, and you will, if you work very hard, it is a reward unto itself. Sometimes when our own life feels a little tough, there are things that we can't control, but just knowing that at the end of your shift, or the end of your day, you have done everything you can, will give you a reward that is better than money and better than anything else. Many of you in this room will be making people's lives better by filling it with joy, the joy that comes from the arts and the performing arts. And that too is a wonderful thing. So please go and enjoy all of that. Also remember, and again, many of you are very lucky in this room. We as a society tend to be encouraged nowadays to be greedy and to pursue money and to pursue material things above all others. But remember actually that some of the greatest rewards that you can feel is by just doing something good. And again, many of you have learnt skills that will allow you to do a very wonderful thing for the broader society, for the communities that you live in. So please enjoy the rewards that come with just doing something that you know is very good for other people. I am fortunate to work in a job. I started a business 9 years ago. The entire point of that business was to create work in places in the UK where jobs are very short. And I can look back on 9 years of doing that with an enormous amount of pride. And it inspires me to get up in the morning and do more of the same because, it's just a nice feeling to know that you've done something good for other people. So enjoy that. Don't be so worried about the cash. Don't be so worried about the stuff. You do a job that you love doing and do it as well as you can, and that will be its own reward. Also, I challenge you to be curious, and in some cases also maybe just a little bit cynical. Do not believe that things have to be the way they are today. The way our society has been formed is a result of thousands of years of decisions by individual people. You all have the power to change things for the better. And for the better, I hope, through the years that you've been at Queen Margaret, this will be for the betterment of the broader society and the betterment of the communities in which you find yourselves living, not for the enrichment of a few super rich billionaires, but for the enrichment through life of the people that you live with and care about. And that is a special gift that you have all been given. And finally, I just want to ask you all to remember to enjoy it. Life is supposed to be fun. Also, changing things for the better. The happier we are and the more enthusiastic we are and the more fun we are, the more likely we are to take people with us as we seek to change things for the better. So, thank you. Congratulations again. Enjoy the day. I'm going to hand you over to the rest of the team for the important bit now. Thank you very much.
In the name and on behalf of the Senate, I have the privilege to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, Ashley Jensen. It is a profound honor to present to you today a woman whose work has entertained millions and whose career has inspired countless aspiring performers. Ashley was born in Annan, Dumfriesshire, and it was in Edinburgh, at what was then Queen Margaret College, that she first honed the craft that would take her to stages and screens across the globe. Her time at this institution, now Queen Margaret University, laid the foundation for a career defined by versatility, emotional depth, and a fierce commitment to authenticity. Her big breakthrough came with the UK BBC hit comedy series Extras, where she starred opposite actor and comedian Ricky Gervais as the endearingly awkward Maggie Jacobs. As a regular on the show, she also appeared in guest episodes with stars like Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Stiller, and Chris Martin. Her performance, full of warmth, wit, and vulnerability, earned her 2 British Comedy Awards and a BAFTA nomination, and introduced her to a global audience. She then crossed the Atlantic to star in the hit American comedy drama Ugly Betty. Her character, Christina McKinney, was originally an American, but when Ashley met the show's producers, they loved her accent so much that they changed the nationality of the character, keeping McKinney Scottish. Ashley's work has always been marked by a deep humanity, whether she's solving mysteries in the British comedy drama Agatha Raisin, narrating documentaries with warmth and clarity, or stepping into the lead role in the popular crime drama TV series Shetland. She brings a groundedness and emotional intelligence that resonates with audiences of all ages. Her recent role in Shetland is particularly significant. Taking over the reins of a beloved series, Ashley brought a fresh perspective and a quiet strength to the role, proving once again her ability to evolve, adapt, and lead. Her performance has been praised for its nuance and emotional resonance, breathing new life into the series while honouring its legacy. Ashley's talents extend far beyond the screen. She began her career in theatre, performing with companies such as Glasgow's Citizens Theatre, Edinburgh's Traverse Theatre, and the politically engaged 784. Her stage work laid the foundation for her expressive range and social awareness as a performer. She has also made her mark in voice acting, lending her distinctive voice to animated films such as How to Train Your Dragon and Romeo and Juliet, as well as narrating popular television series like Channel 4's Embarrassing Bodies and BBC Two's Designing the Hebrides, and national advertising campaigns. Her voice work, like her acting, is characterized by clarity, warmth, and relatability. Beyond her screen work, Ashley has remained a passionate advocate for the arts in Scotland. She has used her platform to support emerging talent, promote diversity in casting, and champion mental health awareness within the creative industries. Her commitment to these causes reflects the values we cherish at Queen Margaret University: compassion, courage, and community. Today, we celebrate not only Ashley's extraordinary achievements, but also her enduring connection to this institution. She is a shining example of what our graduates can achieve when they combine talent with tenacity and creativity with integrity. Chancellor, in recognition of her exceptional contributions to the arts, I have much pleasure in inviting you to confer upon Ashley Jensen the honorary degree of Doctor of the University.
Well, thank you for that introduction. And thank you, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Chair, and guests, and of course, fellow graduates. First of all, what an absolute joy it is to be here today. I am so honoured, and to be honest, a little bit emotional to be back in Edinburgh in front of this group of bright, brilliant Queen Margaret University graduates. Now listen, I'm not going to pretend I've got all the answers, because I don't. I still burn the toast. I still get nervous doing things like this. But here's something that I do know. You don't have to have it all figured out in the beginning. When I was growing up in Annan with just my mum, I didn't know anyone who'd been on the telly. I didn't know anyone in the acting business, and the idea of becoming an actress felt close to impossible. At that time, it was just school plays and a wee bit of Amdram, not red carpets and the one show. But I had this wee fire in my belly, and I followed it. So, a very long time ago in 1986, which was an excellent year for music, by the way, I was leaving school and about to embark on a 3-year course in speech and drama at Queen Margaret College, as it was then. And I can honestly say I had the best 3 years away up in that campus in Kirstorfen, where it was. I was surrounded by like-minded oddballs from all over the country. And there were the same passions and the same dreams as I had. And I made friends for life, as I'm sure every one of you will have. So on leaving Queen Margaret, I entered the real world, as you're all about to do. And so, step by step, one little role at a time, I began my career. Drunk girl number 2. Sad girl in the betting shop. Veterinary assistant who puts her hand up the cows. I was a proper actress, a professional actress, doing theatre all around the country in half empty or half full, depending on what way you look at it, village halls. We would travel in a wee white van, put the set up, do the play, take it down, and then travel on to the next town. And you know what? I loved it. That, to me, was a success, because I was living my dream. And slowly, my career, and when I say slowly, I mean slowly, slowly my career, yes, it began to grow, yes, that's right. See, I'm human, I'm fallible. I went from Glasgow to London via a few bumps and times of unemployment, then I found myself in Los Angeles. And I know I'm skipping over the bit where I got a big breakthrough extras, so I'll be brief. Did extras, got a huge success in America, ended up in Ugly Betty. However, if this was not an easy journey, and rather than share how starstruck I was at the Golden Globes, I think it's actually important to share with you the rejections, because people always talk about the big moments, the awards, the TV roles, the shiny bits, but they don't see the years and years of graft, the disappointments, the doubts, the tears. I didn't become Ashley Jensen off the telly until I was 38. I was told I wasn't tall enough, posh enough, thin enough, sometimes just not enough, full stop. I got knocked down and I got back up. And to quote Chumbawamba, I got knocked down, but I got up again, and you're never going to keep me down. So I had a line there that said, oh, you might be the wrong generation for that. Get on Spotify when you leave here, it'll all make sense, but that's redundant. So I guess what I had was a resilience. And the good news for you lot is you have already got that. Because think of what you've come through to be here today. The deadlines, the late night essays, the wobbles, the moments you thought you wouldn't make it. But you did. You showed up, you endured, and here you are today. So be proud of yourselves. Woo, absolutely. Be proud of yourself. And I want to talk about resilience, because resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about bending without snapping. It's about learning to rest and not quitting. It's about staying in the fight even when it's hard, and sometimes learning to start again. And you don't have to have a 5-year plan. You just have to stay curious, keep showing up, and for God's sake, be there on time. Because success doesn't always look glamorous. Sometimes it looks like getting up early, trying again, and remembering why you started in the first place. It's not one big break. It's a series of small, brave steps. We live in a world that loves instant results, instant gratification, and instant information. But I believe that truly to achieve something, it takes time, and it asks you to be a bit patient, to stay present, to connect. When I was your age, which I actually still think I am in my head, less so my body, I didn't have TikTok or Instagram or the internet. I had to connect with people the old-fashioned way, by actually talking to them. And do you know what? I'm happy I did that, because while technology connects us, it can also disconnect us from each other and from ourselves and from the present moment. But Queen Margaret has given you the tools, the training, the late night laughs, the lifelong pals, and the memories. And now you get to take all that and build a life that is yours. It might not go the way you imagined. Mine didn't, but I quite like the way it's turned out. But sometimes the detours and the journey are the most beautiful and most important part of your story, not the final destination. So be brave, take risks, mess up, but ask for help. Because being vulnerable, it doesn't make you weak. It makes you human, and it helps you connect. And when you're connected to yourself, to others, you do better work, and you live a fuller life. Now, a wonderful older actor once said to me as I embarked on the beginning of my journey, "Be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid. And if the doors don't open, build your own door and walk through it with your head held high." Some of you will work in classrooms, some will work in hospitals, boardrooms, rehearsal rooms, or places that don't even exist yet. But wherever you go, Go as you. Be yourself, utterly, unapologetically, and gloriously you. Because that's what the world needs. And one last thing. Take responsibility for your choices, your voice, and your future. Because life isn't a rehearsal. Enjoy it. And another quote from Samuel Beckett: fail, try again, and fail better. So, class of 2025, congratulations, you have made it. You are resilient, resourceful, radiant human beings. You are ready. Go light it up. Make a noise. Be the spark in someone else's day. And if you ever forget how brilliant you are, just phone your best pal. Thank you, and well done.
In the name and on behalf of the Senate, I have the privilege to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa, Shona McCarthy. The former Chief Executive of the Edinburgh Fringe Society, Shona McCarthy is a true visionary, whose leadership has profoundly shaped the cultural landscape of our city and indeed far beyond. Shona's time at the helm of the Edinburgh Fringe Society was defined by her indefatigable dedication to artistic expression, to making sure everyone felt welcome at the Fringe, and to capitalising on the sheer transformative power of creativity. For 9 years, she navigated the exhilarating chaos and boundless energy of the Fringe. She used her time at the helm to tirelessly champion emerging artists, ensuring that the festival continues to be a vital launchpad for new talent. She forged international collaborations, extending the Fringe's global appeal, and worked continually to make this unique festival a vibrant and accessible platform for performers from every walk of life, from established names to those taking their very first steps onto the world stage. Under her leadership, the Fringe didn't just weather challenges, including significant economic shifts, the pandemic, and the ever-complex logistics of such a vast event. It truly flourished. She was a driving force behind initiatives that genuinely broadened access for both artists and audiences, whether through targeted bursaries for performers, promoting relaxed performances for people who might find a traditional theatre overwhelming, or efforts to make venues more accessible to all. Her strategic foresight and passionate advocacy have expanded the Fringe's reach and deepened its impact on Edinburgh's identity as a global cultural capital. During her tenure, the festival solidified its position as the world's largest celebration of arts and culture, drawing millions of visitors to our city each August and injecting vital energy into our creative sector and broader economy. She made certain that the very spirit of the Fringe has remained vibrantly alive and thriving, a festival where anything can happen, and often does, with the joy of discovery around every corner. But Shona's impact extends well beyond her remarkable work with the Edinburgh Fringe. She boasts a truly distinguished career, consistently championing and developing arts and culture. From 2011 to 2014, she served as Chief Executive of the Culture Company, where in 2013, she brilliantly led Derry Londonderry's transformative year as the inaugural UK City of Culture, delivering a world-class citywide cultural programme. Before that, she held the role of Director of the British Council Northern Ireland, overseeing international programmes spanning arts, education and cultural relations. She also headed up Imagine Belfast, driving Belfast's bid to be European Capital of Culture. Shona's deep connection to film is exemplified in her leadership as Chief Executive of Cinemagic Film Festival for young people in Belfast, as Director of the Foyle Film Festival in Derry, and as Head of Exhibition at the Northern Ireland Film Council. Shona's commitment to the arts is highlighted by her past roles as Chair of Walk the Plank and Belfast's Oh Yeah Music Centre, and in her work as an independent arts consultant. Her immense contributions haven't gone unnoticed. A Cultural Leadership Award from Nesta, the UK's innovation agency for social good, enabled her to work in India, and an Eisenhower Fellowship from the USA in 2014 made her part of a truly inspiring global network of leaders. Shona McCarthy embodies the values of Queen Margaret University. Her work exemplifies social responsibility, seen in her relentless drive for inclusivity and access at the fringe, ensuring the arts are for everyone, not just a privileged few. Her belief in the power of the arts to enrich lives and foster community is evident across her entire career, from transforming Derry into a city of culture to nurturing young talent through film festivals. She consistently demonstrates the courage needed to lead with vision and integrity, taking on challenging and transformative roles that have had a tangible, positive impact on both cultural life and economic well-being across the UK and internationally. Her work has brought joy and inspiration to millions and contributed significantly to the economic and social fabric of our communities, aligning with QMU's mission to make a positive difference in society. Today, as our graduands embark on their own journeys of impact and innovation, Shona McCarthy stands as a truly inspiring example of what can be achieved through passion, dedication, and a profound understanding of the power of human creativity. Her leadership, both at the Edinburgh Fringe Society and throughout her career, has shaped the careers of countless artists and enriched the lives of audiences worldwide. Chancellor, in recognition of her exceptional contributions to the arts, her visionary leadership, and her profound impact on the cultural landscape, I have much pleasure in inviting you to confer upon Shona McCarthy the honorary degree of Doctor of the University.
Peter.
The people whooping at the back are my daughters. I know it. I can tell their voices straight away. I'm going to introduce you first of all to my menopausal fan, which I just own. Sorry to the gentlemen in the room that Ashley, how weird is this? This is very weird. I mean, whenever you hear Richard read out all of those things, that's not how I recognise myself at all. I still think of myself as one of the two little gingers at the tail end of a family of 8. And my big sister, who's here today, still thinks of me that way entirely as well. So I've got just a few notes. First and foremost, I had a mantra during the Derry City of Culture year that an old friend gave to me, and it was, you can do great things if you don't care who gets the credit. And I know it probably won't mean an awful lot to you today, but for me, for somebody to give me that mantra back in 2010 was an incredibly liberating thing, because it meant that you were doing things and you could get away with doing things behind the scenes because you didn't feel you needed to be upfront, or you didn't feel you needed to have some sort of a reward for it. So that'll give you a sense of, that's been my mantra for life since. And so today, to be given this honour, this award, sits weirdly and uneasily with me, but I feel so privileged and so honoured. So thank you, Chancellor, Deputy Chancellor, Chair of Court, David, Irene, Ruth, all of the people who've been part of conferring this today. I massively appreciate it. And a word for Queen Margaret's University, and congratulations to all of you, because you come from a university that I think it was about 7-8 years ago when I was being interviewed around this time of year about the Edinburgh Fringe and what was coming up in the festival. And it ceased to be about the content of the festival. And every interview seemed to start with, what are you going to do about accommodation for artists? What are you going to do about the carbon footprint of the festival? What are you going to do about tourism in Edinburgh? And for me, I just wanted to talk about the content of this extraordinary festival. But there was a problem. There was an issue with affordability in Edinburgh and trying to find affordable accommodation so that the thing that was important to me, which was about inclusion and anybody being able to be part of it. And I threw out this question to the city, can anyone help? We need to have affordable accommodation for artists. And who came to the rescue? Queen Margaret's University. They were the first ones to come back and say, hold on, we've got rooms. Now, albeit that for artists, it was like, what? That's a way out there. How do you get out there? It's 10 minutes on a train, lads. So eventually, once we'd persuaded artists that you don't just have to kind of roll out of your room and into your venue, Queen Margaret's every year now is filled with artists during the Edinburgh Fringe, and it's been an absolute rescue for the festival. And it has enabled the Fringe to complete and stick to its mantra to give anyone a stage and everyone a seat. And I'd love you all to just do a little bit of a cheer now to celebrate the university you've come from, because it came and helped your incredible festival in its hour of need. So thank you. The main message that I wanted to share with you today, Patrick has already expressed and Ashley has articulated so brilliantly. So I'll just also reinforce that the thing that has driven me all through my life is to do the thing that you care about. You spend so much time at work, you spend so much of your life working. Try to find that thing that floats your boat. And like Ashley's story, I did not find that thing immediately. I mean, I kissed so many frogs before I met my prince of a job. And those frogs included cleaning in my university accommodation to cover my rent. I worked in bars, I worked in restaurants, I had a stint in Kentucky Fried Chicken. That was not a high point in my life. I worked in a kettle making factory, putting the elements into the back of kettles. I did some weird shit. No, I won't say that. So. But eventually I got my first job as a programmer at a children's film festival in Belfast. And for me, the important thing about that was having grown up in a place that really felt kind of quite isolated from the rest of the world, quite obsessed with our own troubles and our own conflict, that to now suddenly be able to bring the world to other young people, but to do it through film and to do it so that they didn't have to travel, really became the beginning of my absolute falling in love with the arts. Not like Ashley in front of the screen or up front, but behind the scenes, programming, curating, producing, pulling the money together to make things happen, and supporting the creatives and artists that I would come across in life. So my big message to you is, however long it takes, we do spend too long at work. We spend too much of our lives working. So if you can find the thing that you're passionate about, that floats your boat, and that makes you want to get up and go do it every day, then it is worth the wait to find that one thing. A politician, I tell this story quite often, that whenever I was doing that children's film festival, after about 10 years of doing it, I met a politician one day and I was saying to him, why do you not champion the arts? Why do you not talk about the importance of the arts? And his answer was, Shona, nobody ever asks me about the arts on the doorsteps, when he's out campaigning and stuff. And that kind of really stayed with me, because I thought, sport is so easy to articulate. Everybody knows what you mean when you say sport, but sometimes when you talk about the arts, people think you're talking about opera or ballet or something that's just not within their realms of possibility. And yet here I am in this room where opera and ballet and fantastic classical music and things happen. But the arts are, woo! See, we all make mistakes. There goes the menopausal fan from the menopausal lady. But the arts are everything. They're in everybody's lives. The arts is the piece of music you've heard at a funeral that a loved one wanted to hear. The arts are the music that people sing at a football match. The arts are a photograph that captures a memory for you. The arts are personal and they're in your life every single day. They're meaningful. They're what makes life meaningful. They're what we turn to in times of greatest need. What was everybody doing in COVID? Well, I know I lived in Leith and they were playing Sunshine on Leith and ghetto blasters out the windows of the flats. The arts are part of our lives. So I guess I have an ask for you all as the class of 2025, that if a politician ever asks you what's important in life, can you please find that thing that's music, film, photographs. I mean, for every single piece of television you see, for every film you see, for every comedy you see, there's somebody writing that. There's somebody has sat down and come up with that original thought, that original idea. So please do your bit to celebrate the arts, because in this city, this cultural, fantastic city of all places, and in Glasgow, and indeed the whole of Scotland, we punch way above our weight in these islands in terms of creative output. Please, throughout your lives, be a champion of the arts, because if we don't shout for it, nobody will. My second big ask is about freedom of expression. Sometimes ideas are communicated through music or through comedy or through storytelling that are difficult to hear. And we live in a time where it is difficult to say the things that you want to say without being judged, without being trolled, without being attacked. And yet the thing that drew me to this city is this festival that has now been going for nearly 80 years, where anyone who has a creative idea can express that idea, however difficult it might be to hear at times. They can express it freely through the arts. And the days when we lose our commitment to freedom of expression and to commitment to sharing thoughts and ideas, however difficult they might be to hear, or however much they might challenge your own position, please know that it is so important that we stay committed to the freedom of expression, to lack of censorship, and to not shut down our media outlets and our universities by deplatforming people or stopping people from having an idea. If you want to challenge it, then do so. Either vote with your feet and don't go, or find the intellectual means with which to challenge an idea. But people should not be silenced. We do not want to live in a world where people can't express their ideas creatively. And then finally, thank you. And then the last thing I wanted to mention today, because it has been something that has been my absolute stalwart throughout life. Ashley talked about this as well. All of you will have experienced at some point love in your lives. I have so much love in my life because of family and friends. With every job I've ever done, the thing that I've taken away is not the accolade about the job or what you've achieved in the job. It's friends for life. It's people from every single job who I can still call upon, who are still my dear colleagues and friends, and also family. My wee mum can't be here today. This would have been, she's a parent of 8, a grandmother of 25, and a great-grandmother of 24. So she's got every damn right to stay at home today. But I wanted to mention her because she is our little matriarch, and she would have loved this moment, and she would have been incredibly proud. I also want to mention my own 2 daughters who are here today, Tori and Dara. They are both artists, and everything Ashley has just described, I have watched those 2 girls hold down 3 jobs at a time, take risks, take chances, put personal choices to pursue their art and their creativity over the potential for income. So their driver is about art, about waking up every day to do the thing that they want to do, and I'm enormously proud of them. So wherever you are, girls, love you to bits. I'm super proud of you. My partner, Bobby, who's here today, he is my absolute rock. Couldn't do anything without him. And then finally, the eldest of our family of 8, my sister Mary, is here with me today and with her husband. And today they celebrate 47 years of melting each other. So, can you please give them a whistle? So here's a shout out to family, to friends, to love. I hope you leave here with friends for life today. I still have my 2 university pals who I go off to Palma with once a year, every year. And I wish you all massive success, massive love, and I really hope you find the thing that floats your boat. Thank you.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Alexis Burnett. Christopher Silver. Kyla Tully. For the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy by Creative Practice, Regina Mosch. For the award of degree of Master of Arts in Applied Arts and Social Practice, Alex Docherty. Kathleen Elliott. Kirsten McGregor-Manzi. Abisola Olisa. Candice Parker. Jonathan White. For the award of degree of Master of Arts in Arts, Festival and Cultural Management, Tyler Andrews. Heather Bory. Alba Franceschi. Lee Haldane. Sean Herbert. Samuel Ofosu. Oda Setsas. Elizabeth Taylor. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Arts Management, Elizabeth Rennie. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Digital Campaigning and Content Creation, Oluwaseun Abedoye. Ngozi Adim. Charlotte Baird. Courtney Bullock. Cassidy Masil. Olajumoke Olaopa. Greg Proctor. Manim Shah. Kurat ul Ain Tariq. Eden Turner. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Film and Screen Education, Fiona Lindsay. Louise, Louise. 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 Louise For the award of degree of Master of Science in Global Film Industries, Anna McNeil. Ryan O'Leary. Sean Soul. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Media Management and the Creative Industries, Tinyo Yerem Akwarandu. Ismail Bakri. Alithia Braganza. Okakalu. Olamide Obi. Bethan Sexton. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Political Communications and Public Affairs, Osama Amari. Sajid Ali. Oluwasegun Erinoso. Olakunle Falayi. Endurance John. Blessing Mgabi. Mohammed Manir. Juliet Ogbomwan. Justina Okolo. Travis Radke. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Political Communications and Public Affairs, Andrew Najir Craig Bunua. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Strategic Communication and Public Relations, Solomon Hinju. CJ Histon. Amy McCready. Esme McCutcheon. Aditya Nair. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Acting and Performance, Max Agnew. Liz Berwick. Adam Campbell. Amy Campbell. Olivia Chapman. Liam Cormie. Gregor Curran. Mohammed Gill. Brogan Hale. Lucia Ireland. Katie Lyon. Harris McRobert. Indigo Pearson. Kate Smith. Stephen Spencer. Jenna Stones. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Acting with Creative Enterprise, Hannah Allison. Eve Barr. Amber Conway. Rebecca Donovan. Erin Draper, Kieran Gray, Aaron Hanna, Nicholas Marshall, Ailey McIntosh, Holly Patterson, Kaya Reed, Mark Stockton. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Acting, Kirsty Duff. Piers Ewart. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Costume Design and Construction, Catherine Bennett. Philippe Boroviac. Esme Brockhill. Elena Korobicic. Emma Edwards. Apollo Fia. Marianne Gray. Catherine Hill. Isabel Inman. Charlotte Wallhead. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Costume Design and Construction, Carly Peters. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Drama, Neve Adamson. Kristen Beards. Luca Best. Fionn Cameron. Isla Cummings. Amy Davidson. Mia Doyle. Bethany Dunlop. Taylor Ellis. Sasha Esselmont. Kira Handley. Dion Hart. Daniel Johnson. Bethany Key. Gabriela Krumova. Sarah Lambert. Zoe McCallum. Ailey McDonald. Oscar McDonald. Kieran McLean. Olivia Maudsley. Ashleen McGarvey. Olivia Napier. Reese Nelson. Angus Pringle. Jenna Pye. Emma Robb. Callum Thompson. Beatrice Urbanite. Ben Waddle. James Wood. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Drama, Louise McMahon. Leah McNichol. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Drama, Theatre and Performance, Olivia Alty. Charlotte Kearney. Ava Gillespie. Mira Hockey. Brooke Leslie. Cara Mickus-Burren. Mirren McIver. Laurie McLaughlin. Jamie McLean. Hannah Patrick. Neve Scott. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Film and Media, Alistair Alrahi. Ailsa Bicocci. Kennedy Brown. Federico Camin Sanchez. Lucy Crowe. Pelagia Demestisha. Rowan Fieldhouse. Alistair Frater. Sam Fulton. David Gablowski. Charlie Henderson. Elliot James. Beth King. Bidmas Luval. William Lumsden. Jessica Marshall. Liam McClory. Ailsa McElroy. Holly Miller. Sam Morwood. Christina Oast. Lewis Patterson. Janie Patterson. Benjamin Pentland. Glenn Ross. Sean-Paul Sharkey. Kaylee Ward. Soraya Yassini. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Media, Cameron Archbold. Elizabeth Lai. Daniel Sansom. Ulrich Severson. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Media and Communication, Carlin Bowman Kerbage. Taylor Cameron, Daniel Christensen, Heather Critchley, Chloe Dolan, Amy Fisher, Amber Phillips, Kira Zabo, Liam Tuft, Lorenzo Zoccolo, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Musical Theatre with Creative Enterprise, Zara Bateman, Benjamin England, Holly Ferguson, Taylor Foy, Brooke Gallagher, Callum Latham, Cara McConville, Abigail McNally, Lucy Sinclair, Ava Wood, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Musical Theatre, Samantha Baird, Brooke Henderson, Hope Hill, Eve Matheson, Kaylee McCausland, Caitlin Stephen, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Performance, Jessica Anderson, Sasha Christie, Sam Davidson, Caitlin Todd, Charles Wilkie, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Public Relations and Marketing Communications, Russell Brown, Ellis Gunn, Olga Hakela, Rachel Jefferson, Matieni Namori, Kyle Robertson Smith, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts in Public Relations and Marketing Communications, Courtney Bennett, Craig Turrell, for the award of degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Theatre and Film, Eva Campbell, Jude Crane, Ben Kay, Amy Malcolm, Olivia Macaulay, Jack Reed, Carla Watson, Chancellor, a further 72 candidates are presented for awards in absentia.
Chancellor, in the name and on behalf of Senate, I have the honour to present for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, June Oles. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Occupational Therapy, Heather Bryce. Lauren Henderson. Nicole Kane. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Advancing Practice in Occupational Therapy, Alison Fernandez. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Art Psychotherapy, Elizabeth Ager. Siddhi Agrawal. Laura Atkinson. Leila Barr. Arundhati Bose. Boubacar Petit. Joey Chan. Helen Chung. Joanna Driver. Pollyanna Essie. Kaylee Fairley. Jinhe Wang. Nadine Jones. Fatima Khaldi. Olivia Kellett. Jessica Kirkpatrick. Donna McJimsey. Jennifer Murphy. Victoria Murphy. Elizabeth Oakley. Edward Palmer. Rafael Piquillo. Fatima Sanji. Lewis Shaw. Lucy Tom. Zhang Yiming. Rachel Twelftree. Alisa Ventura. John Wright. Naomi Young. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Drama Therapy, Josephine Austin. Attila Butahazi. Thalia Chappell. Leslie Donaldson. Connie Farrow. Callum Finlay. Charles Fraser. Leanne Gallagher. Daniel Memarpur Hobie. Katie Privet. Rosalind Slade. Noah Thompson. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Music Therapy, Megan Bryan. Angus Burns, Rory Campbell, Wei Ju Chang, Sinead Doherty, James Harvey, Imogen Hay, Wingsome Liu, Young Shi Lu, Anna McEachran, Yasmin Mayer, Eleanor Martindale, Katie McKinnon, Sophie O'Hare, Ishan Samantha, Lauren Smith, Sarah Stewart, Brianna Wilson, Anna Wiley, for the award of Degree of Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, Catherine McIntosh. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Occupational Therapy, pre-registration, Sofiat Anjorin. Shannon Campbell, Lisa Cosgrave, Amy Cotter, Roisin Vai, Rachel Fleming, Tiara Hamill, Roisin Ham, Stephanie Harrington, Tara Kelly, Rachel Mackey, Eleanor McWeeny, Bridget O'Callaghan, Iriti Omoimi Yesu, Chloe O'Neill Costello, Sinead Orr, Sarah Sullivan, Claudia Pedraza Martin, Sarah Sadikot, Rebecca Simon, Lauren Sinnott, Miriam Smith, Taylor Youngie. For the award of Degree of Master of Science in Play Therapy, Rachel Carr. Helen Duncan. Sarah Gudjon. Caroline James. Isabel Jost. Laura Knight. Louise MacLeod, Susanna Moffat, Graham Moffat, Tom Scullion. For the award of degree of Master of Occupational Therapy, Shannon Consley. Amy O'Brien. Clina Roche. Andrea Stewart. Ian Swift. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Occupational Therapy, Sarah Barrett. Victoria Bell. Aoife Brady. Sophie Campbell. Imogen Foreman. Stephanie Fraser. Niall Hughes. Grace Lawler. Ruth Lawler. Elsa Lindsay. Catherine McKinn. Hannah Moore. Danielle O'Reilly. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science in Health Studies, Ghazala Malik. For the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Stephen Janetz. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Advancing Practice in Sign Spoken Language Interpreting, Naomi Cherubin. Rebecca Cupid. Linda Danis. Frances Everingham. Jacqueline Greenshields. Kim Mills. Autumn Moon. Mark Schofield. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Audiology, pre-registration, Anitha Ratha Krishnan. Victoria Tadros. For the award of degree of Master of Science in Rehabilitative Audiology, Alexandra Hatchett. Sarah Watts. For the award of degree of Science in Speech and Language Therapy, pre-registration, Abigail Aitchison. Rebecca Blythe. Nave Burke. Michal Cannon. Francesca Delcello. Sarah Fakim. Samaha Kadri. Harriet Messingberg Monday. Fiona McKinley. Sarah Moriarty. Grace Pellegrinelli. Helena Pinkett, Leanne Plank, Michaela Reagan, Poppy Wilkinson, for the award of Diploma of Higher Education in Hearing Aid Audiology, Jade Bremner. Sheila Cagney, Orla Carr, Callum Colley, Gemma Cooper, Alex DeLuzzi, Rebecca Dolan, Sharon Dollard, Sophie Dryden, Sophie Halliday, Michael McCauley, Katrina McKillop, Hannah Massey, Nicola McAllister, Sandra McAvoy, Kimberly Munn, Matthew O'Carroll, Roisin O'Donnell, Brian O'Driscoll, Bonnie Robinson, Holly Roche, Claire Shanager McDonough, Marius Stan, David Swinburne, Sandra Wall, Claire Wilson. For the award of degree of Master of Speech and Language Therapy, Thomas Dance. Olivia Marr. Katie Matthews. Marianne Patel. Katie Sutherland. Gemma Welsh. For the award of degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Speech and Language Therapy, Kathy Carr. Niamh Flynn. Wendy King. Amelia McFarlane. Anna Meehan. Kirsty Moore. Alex O'Reilly. Jade Wright. Chancellor, a further 58 candidates are presented for awards and abstention. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Chancellor, parents, staff, distinguished guests, in particular our transnational partner from Metropolitan College in Greece, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Yeah. A very warm welcome to this ceremony. The graduating class of 2025. How unimaginable those words would have sounded to the students who, in 1875, were the first to attend the Edinburgh Cookery School, the forerunner to Queen Margaret University. How amazed would be those two pioneering women, Cynthia Guthrie Wright and Louisa Stevenson, be to see you here today. It was less than a mile from where we are, where those two founding women called a public meeting back in 1875 to set that school on its way. So your graduation in this, our 150th anniversary year, is especially significant as we gather to celebrate this most important milestone in your lives. It is a day of joy, of reflection, and for many of you, a bittersweet farewell to a chapter that will have been both challenging and rewarding. We recognize how important this day is for your families, your guardians, supporters, friends, and all those who have helped you. Today is significant too as we welcome to his first official duties as Chancellor Patrick Grant. Patrick's career and achievements resonate clearly with the university's social justice ethos and with our commitment to building strong communities and acting as a force for good. He is someone who uses his intellect, skill and passion to solve problems, most notably in his work building community wealth through revitalising the UK garment industry and in his promotion of sustainable consumption. Taking up his post during Queen Margaret University's 150th anniversary, his story mirrors those of those founding women who, to quote an old motto of this institution, acted with head, heart and hand in creating an institution to deliver practical solutions to tackling social and economic problems. As Principal of Queen Margaret University, it is an honour and a privilege to address you on this important occasion. As I look at each of you today, I'm reminded of the journey you've travelled from that first day of university, the excitement, the nervous energy, the dreams you carried with you, to what you have achieved today. You are each unique, and we celebrate that special individuality just as we celebrate your achievements. To our teaching staff and professional services, I extend my deepest gratitude. You have poured your hearts, your knowledge, and your expertise into teaching and mentoring these young, and in some cases not so young minds, nurturing their potential and guiding them with wisdom and compassion. Your commitment to their success has been a cornerstone of their achievements. To the parents, guardians, supporters, and families, thank you for your support. Often you have been the unsung heroes, providing encouragement and extra strength to today's graduates needed to persevere. It is your influence that will continue to resonate in their lives long after they leave this stage. Graduates, you have grown over the past few years into the accomplished individuals you are today. I know that the road to graduation can be bumpy and there can be many obstacles along the way. Life, as you've probably already discovered, does not always go according to plan. You've heard some wonderful stories today from our Chancellor and our Honorary graduates about that and how perseverance can see you through. There will be setbacks, I dare say, disappointments, and certainly moments that test your resolve. But it's not the challenges themselves that define you, but how you respond to them. And the fact that you are here today says much about how you have responded to those challenges. When you encounter obstacles in the future, and you undoubtedly will, draw strength from what you've achieved already. Think about those late nights studying, the assessments or projects that seemed so difficult until you finished them. You've made sacrifices and navigated through moments of uncertainty, yet, through it all, you've demonstrated determination and an unwavering commitment to your goals. You've proven your ability to adapt, to learn, to grow, and above all, as the Chancellor himself said, it's your hard work that has brought you here today, and for that you should be immensely proud. Today we celebrate not just your academic achievement, but your determination and resilience. Perseverance itself is a valuable skill. Use that drive and resilience as a superpower to pursue your goals. But again, as you've heard today, Don't hesitate to ask for help when you need it. Lean on your support network, and just as you have benefited from other support, you have the power to help, to be that support to others. As you step into your next chapter, remember true success is found in the impact you have on others, the hand of friendship you extend, and the integrity with which you live your life. These will be the foundations on which you build your future. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, celebrate your successes, learn from your failures, and always be confident in your ability to make a difference. And we've had some wonderful examples today from our honouring graduates of people who have made a difference by persevering. Believe you can shape the future. Embrace it with courage and optimism. The world is indeed, of course, changing at an unprecedented pace, and the jobs in which you will flourish in the future may not even exist today. So your ability to adapt will be a great asset. And as you leave this institution, I want you to carry with you the values represented by Queen Margaret University that I referenced earlier in welcoming the Chancellor. You have, of course, acquired a great deal of knowledge. You've also learned the value of teamwork, the importance of curiosity and empathy, how to apply critical analysis, and to solve problems. Along with those skills, carry with you also the spirit of community that has been fostered during your studies. Look for opportunities to connect, to collaborate, and to make a difference. Your actions, no matter how small they might seem, have the power to create ripples of positive change. Look around you. The faces you see, your classmates, your teachers, loved ones, they're all part of a community that has supported and shaped you. As you celebrate this milestone, keep in mind you didn't get here alone. Your success shows the power of community. And just as you have developed and thrived during your studies, so too has the university. We were delighted to be named Higher Education Institute of the Year at the Herald Higher Education Awards in June for our commitment to academic excellence, community engagement, inclusion, innovation, and student support. These qualities are found across our academic divisions and professional services. And thinking about the university's wider socioeconomic role, we were excited by the growing programme of work to support community wealth building. And just one example of this, when you enter the campus later on today to join the graduation celebration there, you will see the near-complete structure of the Edinburgh Innovation Hub, a joint venture between the university and East Lothian Council, which has great potential to support innovation, employment, and inclusive growth. So turning to today's ceremony, graduating this morning, as you've heard, our students from our Division of Media, Communication and Performing Arts, and our Division of Occupational Therapy and Arts Therapies, and our Division of Speech and Hearing Sciences. We're excited about our engagement again this year with the Edinburgh Festival Fringe. So you know, we're continuing the good work even after you've gone. I have to say, it's something that I think the university can rightly feel very proud of. And this year we're really trying to build on the idea of a fringe village. In a partnership with the Edinburgh Festival Fringe Society that Shona led for many years, we offer performers much needed low-cost accommodation facilities to help them make the fringe accessible to them. And we're sponsoring again this year the Scotsman Fringe First Awards, reinforcing our connection with the performing arts sector. And as in past years, a good number of our students and graduates are involved with fringe performances too. So if anyone here today is on the fringe or the festival, very good luck indeed, and I'll look forward to seeing you in a performance, I hope. At the end of last year, our acting and performance and costume and design and construction students had the incredible opportunity to perform two iconic productions for Hearts Football Club's 150th anniversary celebrations. Yeah, indeed. I have to say, of all the wonderful things I got to do last year, nothing had me in sort of tears and laughter quite so often as those. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. A real tribute to everyone involved, students and staff. I know the cast one of this show, Sweet FA, was also invited to perform at half-time at a Women's Premier League Capital Cup game, which was a testament to their ability. Now, particularly for the Edinburgh people, I should acknowledge in the interest of fairness that 2025 also marks the 150th anniversary of Hibs Football Club. Yes, all right. And of course, all of you attended last night's film showcase will know that what impressive emerging talent we have on film, in film and media production. And of course, as well as inspiring people through media, communications and performing arts, our graduates in art therapies support the healing and well-being of people through the arts with new talent there reflected in the students graduating in this ceremony. So I say to all of you graduates, we have every confidence that you will go on to have a meaningful impact, whatever path you choose. Your future is waiting for you. Make your mark, pursue your passions, and create a future you envisioned. Please don't forget the importance of kindness. As you move forward, know that you carry with you the pride and best wishes of everyone who has been part of your journey here at QMU. Now, I recognised earlier how much your friends and family have supported you, and that it's a special day for them too. So could I ask, please, if you're able, would you please stand up, would you turn around, and would you give them a round of applause by way of a thank you? So finally, congratulations once more, class of 25. This is your moment. Embrace it, celebrate it. May your future be bright, your dreams be realized, and your hearts always full. Thank you very much indeed.
Stop.
And now, can I ask you please to be upstanding for the academic procession?